Now you might pray to God, y'all, but I like Lucifer best of all. Sunday school is a place for fools. It's hot in hell, but the devil's cool. Don't keep Satan waiting. Don't keep Satan waiting. So don't just sit there, join the club. Sell your soul to Beelzebub.
Hey, how y'all doing out there? It is I, Count Jackula, your favorite satanic streamer, here to let you know that the sin is in, so let it begin. I am, of course, Count Jackula, and how y'all doing? I'm hoping you're all okay, that you're all good. I got a bowl of ratatouille in front of me, so I'm going to be having that. Just came out fresh off the stove, fresh out of the pot. Good stuff. Oh, man. So I got, like, in that Zatoichi mood because, like, so I watched the first episode of The Acolyte, and I was pretty underwhelmed. Not gonna lie, wasn't real crazy about it. Had nothing to do with any of the bullshit that people were talking about. Inconsistency, oh, the Force doesn't work that way. Who gives a shit? It's the fucking Force. It's space magic. I don't need fucking any other explanation. All right? Good God. Oh, but this character said this in the other movie. I don't know. He lied. Who gives a fuck? God damn. We don't know any of these characters. Who gives a crap? You know? Bullshit. People are like, I'm like, bullshit. I don't care. Problem I had with it is I watched a 45-minute snooze fest that had a really good beginning. First scene, pretty good. After that, boy, it sucked. No, I'm not even going to wait to see I'm not watching the rest of that show. That was boring as hell. You know, like I'm sitting there going like, oh, okay, so she's got a split personality thing going on, right? It's either that or she has a twin sister. Oh, it's a twin sister who's also a split personality thing. Yeah, okay, sure, fine, whatever. That one young Jedi Knight character is pointless. I'm like, why do we even have him? Oh yeah, by the way, you know your old friend. Yeah, we're accusing her of killing a Jedi Master because we got overwhelming evidence that says otherwise. So yeah, let's send the rookie. What? Oh yeah, let's send the 5th level character to attack someone who's got to be 12th level. You know, like she can't. That the person kills a Jedi Master. You don't send the new guy. And then they introduce, like, her mentor? And I'm like, why didn't you just send him? There is nothing so important that happens in that Jedi temple that you couldn't have just sent him out to get her. I don't need, and all they do in that Jedi temple is that fucking prequel shit. They walk from one edge of the screen to the next. Who cares? I'm not learning anything. I don't need to be hanging around the Jedi temple. Nothing cool is going on. He talks to a bunch of children. Who gives a crap? And he has a new Padawan himself. He could just be saying it to her while they're hunting this girl down. Why do we need this other character? That makes no sense. Why can't he come in another way or later? Good God. Well, here's the thing. Is it really that bad? It's real mid. Like, the first episode does not make me want to see the second. The minute a Sith appeared, and of course I knew he was going to, I was just sort of like, yeah, it's going to be one of these again. I don't care about any of these characters, and I don't know why anyone should. I thought they were, in the beginning, it looked like they were going to do a show where the main character was just like straight up a villain. You know, straight up a bad guy. And I'd have been like, and I would have been like, okay. Okay, I'll watch that. Like, I was all on board for that shit. And then I kept watching. And then it just. And I'm mad by all these critics. You can't just, like. They gotta make shit up, right? Like, oh, the Force doesn't work like that. Fuck you. Who cares? Oh, but this character, I don't give a shit. But in the Clone Wars, nobody watched that. Like, you actually had to be like an above average Star Wars nerd in order to have watched Clone Wars. And while there's nothing wrong with that, if I have to have seen it to make sense of things, you fail. You know, or it turns out that some of the Jedi are actually up to some shady shit. You know, like shady shit. You know, but I'm hearing people say, like, why would the Jedi lie? And I'm like, the Jedi lied all the time. What are you talking about? Every time they used the Jedi mind trick, they lied to people. These are not the droids you're looking for. You said Darth Vader murdered my father. You know, shit like that. And also, I hate the Jedi as police thing. I hate that. That's like the worst use of that fucking idea. Yeah, we're going to entrust the safety of the galaxy to a bunch of really weird monks. Why would you do that? Aren't those like the guys you call on when you like really need something? Why would they work? Why would they work for the Republic? And I'm sorry, Coruscant sucks. The Jedi Temple sucks. Not the idea of a Jedi Temple, just the one that we got. It sucks. I was like, why don't you just redesign it? Just set this before the prequels, so who cares if it matches? And why would you want to make it match anyway? It was ass. It's a bunch of conference tables. Yeah, the show does seem to be hinting at the Jedi can be the bad guys, but they do it in the dumbest. It's so contrived. Yeah, if the Jedi are equivalent to knights, they should have their own factions and keeps and shit like that. Exactly. And do the Sith really want to do anything other? They gotta want to do something other than destroy the Jedi. Come on. Why are they so important? I'm not gonna see the rest. I don't care for the premise. And I'm not looking to get into some sort of pedantic discussion about Star Wars trivia in that thing. Because I don't care about that. Lore is overrated. Lore is so overrated. What's happening now? But I'll tell you, I did figure out what the problem was with the really good Star Wars shows as opposed to the really mid to bad ones. No, they can't all be Mandalorian. No. Mandalorian is great. Mandalorian knew what it was. Because here's the thing. I'm going to be honest. Star Wars is not a genre in and of itself. It doesn't work well that way. You can't just depend on Star Wars tropes and call it a day. There's not enough there. The Mandalorian knew what genre it was. It was Lone Wolf and Cub as a Western. Bam. There, very strong concept. He's going to be walking around with a baby in a cart, and it's going to be like a Western. Which it is. Yeah, Star Wars is a setting, not a genre. You know, and you gotta know what genre you're writing. That was the problem with the Book of Boba Fett. It's like, are we doing a crime? Are we doing a crime? Are we doing a Gangsters of New York? Or are we doing a kid's adventure story? Because the times it looked like it was going to be a crime drama are the times when the Book of Boba Fett worked. And the times it was a kid's adventure story, you were like, man, there are really no stakes to this thing. I thought we were going to be watching Boba Fett create a crime empire. Yay. Like, should have stuck to that. Like, that would have been far more interesting. Like, he's got his own little crime enterprise over there on Tatooine. He's taking over Jabba the Hutt's digs. And now we're just watching, like, a bad guy, like, defend his, you know, where he's decided to settle down. maybe do a little bit of that Unforgiven if you want to, like, kind of redeem Boba Fett a little bit. Ain't the way I was before, which of course means he is, you know. Yeah, dude killing things while carrying a kid around is one of my favorite genres. And in The Mandalorian, they had no problem with that. Fucking Mandalorian, Darren Jin fucking kills people a lot. He just flat out murders them. Why is Boba Fett being a pussy? Why is he trying to go nonviolent? That makes no sense. He's Mr. No Disintegrations. Like, he's so known for disintegrating shit, Darth Vader knows about it. Yeah, Darren Jin chopped a dude in half. Like... But like that, and they didn't know what genre that was. They did know what genre Andor was. That was a spy thriller. So that's why that worked. You're like, oh yeah, it's a political intrigue story. Okay. But that bit got me on Zatoichi because, like, I keep envisioning what I would have done with Rey. And the first thing I would have done is, in the final conflict, whatever it was, she's blinded. Just like Luke loses his hand, she loses her eyes. But, like, she doesn't get replacements or anything. She just uses the Force, to, like, see shit. And then we do the Rey show, and that's... Oh, and she doesn't call herself Skywalker either. She just calls herself Rey. And she wanders the galaxy like fucking Zatoichi. Like, she's really just going from place to place. No, she's really just wandering the galaxy. I haven't seen Ashoka yet, so... maybe I should check that one out first. Yeah, like Kane and Kung Fu or some shit, like walking around. She's the blind Jedi, but she don't like being called a Jedi. She's like, nah, Jedi order's over, baby. No, don't call me. Fine, you can call me a Jedi if you have to. Other people might call her like Rey Skywalker, but she's sort of like, don't call me that. Don't call me that. It's just Rey. And she never announces herself. She never makes a proclamation. She never announces herself. She just sits there. She's this weird blind girl that's good with mechanics. Just like Zatoichi is a masseuse. She's like a mechanic. She does mechanics and droid repair, but she does it blind. And when people ask her, she just does like, she acts like she can hear shit, and maybe she can, a little bit of the like, Phase drive plate is loose. Huh? Phase drive plate ain't fucking loose. Check it. Sounds like it's loose. No fucking way you could save it. Oh, look at that. You're right. What else you hear? Got a little too much lubrication in the manifold. Really? Okay. You do it. You know, and then he's just like, it's done. I got other things you need fixing. I'll pay. All right. And then she just kind of does it. And eventually she takes on a de facto Padawan. Like, she doesn't want one. She doesn't want a Padawan. She absolutely does not. You know, but this kid just keeps following her. You know. But the kid is force talented. That's why she can't just use Jedi mind trick on him. Just like, no, you don't wish to follow me. No, I really do. No, you don't. Yeah, I do. You're not going to give up on this, are you? Nope. Well, too bad. And then, like, tries to smoke bomb her way out of it. You know, but she finds some planet somewhere that's having, like, some problem. You know, some warlord's trying to take over the place. You got two people who, like, their families are at war and they're in love and no one's doing anything, you know. You put her on a transport that's going through hyperspace and something goes wrong, you know, like, yeah, all the classic Zatoichi shit. And instead of like an obvious lightsaber, the lightsaber is actually like hidden in her walking stick, you know, like Zatoichi. You know, one of those like, she ain't a Jedi, she ain't got no lightsaber. It's just like, and the entire time the kid's like, why don't you have a lightsaber? Jedi is not the lightsaber. So you are a Jedi. Fine. Just try to keep up, you know? like have her be like the grizzled master. Like, she's just wandering around looking for, like, you know, looking for good things to do. And, you know, every day she gets up, does meditations and exercises and shit. And this kid's imitating her the whole time. And she's just like, God damn it. She's always trying to get rid of him. Him or her, you know? Yeah, I have her occasionally like step into Yojimbo territory. But yeah, like the Wandering Samurai, you know? Occasionally like do a story of her finding some old like yeah, you could even do one where it's like she's in this one area, but you don't know why. You know, because you usually don't. Like, why is she here? But like she seems to be here for a specific reason, but because she won't leave. and no one really knows why. And it's because there's an ancient temple there that she's kind of like taken a shine to. Yeah, make it like one of the stable kids on the casino planet or something, one of those like, this place is strong in the force. Yeah, people try to come and invade it and take her down, but like, the local like critters defend her. Like you command sandworms and shit. Well, command would be the wrong word, but you get the idea. Yeah. Like she hides the lightsaber because it doesn't look like a lightsaber until like she actually draws it and a little glowing bit comes out. But before she actually draws that thing, she just uses anything else. Like hitting guys with pool cues and shit. A ton of really, really cool like things you could do. And you make it this whole thing about like how like the man with no name, she comes in, she stranger comes to town. She comes in, fixes stuff, and then leaves. And leaves before the ceremony in her honor kind of thing. She doesn't need that. That's a distraction. And occasionally she runs into people who are like, you should restart the Jedi Order. And she's just like, no. Nah, no interest. Absolutely no interest. Eh. She just has to, she just occasionally, I mean, there's probably got to be one scene where she's just like remnants of the First Order have found her and they're going to blast her from orbit and she just force pulls the damn thing out of orbit. And you make the whole thing about what is she going to do? Not whether she's going to win. Cuz you're like no. Unless it's another Force user, she is going to win. But what is she going to actually do? Like 1,000 bounty hunters come after her, so like 1,000 bounty hunters die. Occasionally, she visits a place that's important to her. You know, like that planet that Luke was on. You know, with the monsters that gave the blue milk. Oh yeah, you're right. She should have a sword fight in a wheat field. You know. Yeah, even have some dudes coming at her with lightsabers, and she never draws her saber once. You know, with a triple sunset. Ooh, you know, and instead of those moments when you would have like might have a John Williams music score, you just let it be silent. You know? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Do a scene where she cheats at a dice game, you know, because she needs a certain outcome. Wait, the dice sound different. Uh, you know, make it a really big moment every time she actually has to pull that lightsaber out. You know, make one of them Twi'lek Sith that like sees her as her eternal rival, but like Rey has no idea who they are. Just like, yeah, go home, start a family, you know, do something useful. Maybe even do some of that like really fucked up Zen shit. You know, you remind me of someone I knew. He also had not fully committed himself to the path of the dark side. He's dead now. don't don't come to me with don't come to me with that weak ass shit, you know. Yeah, you could have her like team up with Mando for like an episode or something. You know, that would be your Yojimbo meets Satoichi, you know. That'd probably be the one on the transport. Yeah, if you don't want to fight, you don't want to fight me. Go home and rethink your life, you know. And the Sith is just getting more and more frustrated. You know, why can't I defeat you? Whenever they say something, because I'm not your real enemy. That's why. you poor thing. The true enemy is within. Maybe she's writing a Hakagore as she travels. So occasionally, like, she writes poetry like this. Like,
Grandma, what was it like to be on the holiday side?
you know, but it's really, thank you for the donation, Yishify. Hail Satan. Let's get you shy. Hail Satan. And actually, like, ever actually, like, writing, like, little haikus and shit. But it's all sort of like, the path of the Force is the path of 1,000 deaths. You know? Ghost dogging up a bit, you know? Or have her occasionally. No, I like the idea of her writing stuff, you know? Like, she occasionally quotes from the books that she stole, but ultimately is sort of like, yeah, but that's bullshit, you know? You know, it's like the path of a Jedi is the path of detachment. Only when one is truly detached can one truly know the will of the Force. I have no idea what that means. But every day I try to quiet my mind and hear the Force. But at the end of the day, turns out what I really need is some water. You know? One of the things that they don't tell you is that there is a very easy way to detect a Jedi under most circumstances. Most Jedi, particularly an undisciplined one, will forget to wash their robes and wear them for months on end. It smells. Or, yeah. A Jedi should always wash their robe every other day without fail. It smells, you know, because otherwise it will smell. You know, make fans watch something. They're like, I have no idea what the fuck is this shit, but it'll be great. Oh yeah, no, Ghost Dog's awesome. Ghost Dog, Way of the Samurai.
Strange eyes keep on watching me. I see strange eyes keep on watching me. Strange eyes keep on watching me. I see those strange eyes keep on watching me.
Samurai should always make every decision within the space of 7 breaths. You know? Yeah. Have her write things about, like, being a wandering force user. But, like, sometimes it's profound, but usually it's just ridiculous, but still has something to do with what's going on. Yeah, the Hagakure, the falling leaves. But I'd be afraid some idiot would try to make it more like the legend of the Book of the Five Rings, which would totally be inappropriate. Because Book of the Five Rings is about, like, war and conquest. Jedi crave not these things. Yeah, but that's just my own, like, fucking crazy ass. That's what I would do. That is what I would do. Meow. Uh, Let me deal with this. Do you want in? You can stay out if you like. That's right. No, it's a kitty meowing. Yeah, and Sir meows a lot. Patrols the backyard yet again. I know, kitty. Cool jeans. Thank you. Everyone says he's a very cool jeans. I like him too, but, like, I guess they look better now that they fit properly. I've had them for years. Man. You ever watch Full of Puppers? He's got to watch out for him. He's got to make sure that the dog knows its place. Oh, man. You may have to forgive me. I am a little run down. I've been dealing with, like, uh, an abscess for a bit. So, like, I've been getting a little bit more tired, more than usual. Couldn't really, your cat just got fed, so now she's in murder mode. Yep. Cats do that. But man, I'll say this. This has nothing to do with nothing, but like I'll say this. I need to get out of this funk. I have been in a funk, and I'm pretty sure most of it has to do with, you know, tooth pain. You know, I'll fuck you up. I'll fuck you up right quick. Also, kind of getting a little sick and not living the way I want to. You know, but a lot of that has to do with money. You know what I mean? And I keep thinking, like, why was money so much less of an issue before? I was like, well, a dollar was worth a lot more. That'll help. That'll help right there. But it's also realizing that things that didn't used to cost money now cost money. You know, like so much of what goes on in San Francisco is like special events that cost money. And I'm like, $50. You know, $50, you know, like shit like that, where it's just like, why don't I pay $50? Like, $50 to go to this thing? You fucking serious? Do I get a blowjob with that? Do I get drugs? Like, come on. You know, and then occasionally you go to one of them, and it's just the energy's not the same. First of all, there aren't as many people. You know, and it's one of those like, man, Burning Man must be awful these days. And like, there are times I wish I lived a lot closer to LA because there are places to just like, you know, go. But I am getting a little tired of this lack of cash scenario. It's less than good. It's less than good. Oh. Yeah, being stuck where you are, like, oh, by the way, Flashman, apparently Anthony splits his time between Reno and Sacramento these days. So apparently he like comes back to that area on a regular basis. Because I think he's got a store in both cities. How am I feeling today? Little tired. Little tired. This might be a short one, actually. You know, because I'm beat. You know, I'm fighting off an infection, you know. I don't know the name of it. I'll have to ask him. I think he's still got the Reno place. I'm not entirely sure though. Yeah, man. Man, what happened, dude? It's like they was people could do something. You know, I gotta do something. I don't know. Oh man. What's got me beat? Oh, I have an abscess, and so I'm like tired because I'm like fighting it off. I have like antibiotics and everything I need, but I'm like just getting tired. Oh God, everything that's going on in the States makes you glad that you're in Bangkok. Oh God, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Like some of the stuff that's happening is just so fucking absurd. Not the least of which is I feel like even online ain't what it used to be. And that's sad. Oh, gray mare, she ain't what she used to be. Ain't what she used to be. Ain't what she used to be. Oh my God. Oh, let me find that.
Krusty, are you making any money?
Nah, that guy's giving it away for free.
Old gray mare, she ain't what she used to be. Ain't what she used to be. Ain't what she used to be. Old gray mare, she ain't what she used to be. Ain't what she used to be. Ain't what she used to be.
And now, the Crazy Old Man Singers.
Old gray mare, she ain't what she used to be. Ain't what she used to be.
Yeah, it's not really a place you explore. The internet's not really a place you explore anymore. You just kind of got your places and you stick to those. And it's like, how did this start happening? And I realized, oh, the consolidation of the internet.
Of the faithful fowl, I'd fell my full for a single solitary morsel of sustenance. Food! Hey, now there's a... Hey now, pal. How about you crack that egg right here and I'll whip it up for you? Omelette style. Hey, now there's a swell idea. Huh? Hey, who do you think you are anyway? I'm the Dodo, and this is my egg. Ow! Your egg? That's my lunch, buddy. It's as clever as Daffy Duck. Here. Shut up and give me that
Oh, go dodo. Oh, whoops. Wrong. Brought up the wrong screen.
Sure, Theo, my main man. And take an Acme pudding bar for your date.
Cliff, I believe our children are all growing up.
Well, Claire, seems to me, you see, the thing is, we need more kids. Hello, Central Casting. Send over a new cute daughter from my show. Thanks. Bye-bye. Gotta keep this TV show going, don't you know? 'Cause my movie career's in a dumpster.
Mommy, Daddy, your new cute little daughter is here.
So you are. Have a pudding bar, darling.
Oh, Cosby. And I've got nothing more on that, you know, like. I'm Bill Cosby, I'm a rapist. Oh, let's let him out of jail. He's an old man. I don't give a shit. Oh, yeah, Tiny Toons, Animaniacs, that stuff was all great. But none of them are as good as Osmosis Jones, right? Oh, man. The Adventures of Pluto Nash. Okay. Why is this movie nothing like you advertised? Oh boy. Yeah. Back when you could mainly criticize Cosby for like doing some shitty movies, and that was kind of it. You know, like these days, it's gotten to be a lot more. But what is this world that we fucking live in? Doesn't make any goddamn sense. You know what I mean? I keep trying to make sense of this world. It keeps not working.
Guess they call this traffic. Don't watch news on TV. I'm trying to kick bad habits and all the airplanes in the sky. Spray chemicals in our eyes. I think we need a holiday and to really get away. Will you go with me on this wild trip? I've got an idea how to save our relationship. Let's go live in a cave. Let's go live in a cave. Let's go live in a cave.
When did it ever make sense?
Go live in a cave. Let's go live in
There was a time like around 1996 and 1998 where it all made sense. You know? Yeah, just for a little bit, you know.
get up and hide away from endless war and tragedies. No more lies to shut us down or force anxiety. Let's invite all our coolest friends and depart society. Will you go with me before the end arrives? I've got an idea
Oh, man. No, I've definitely felt like living in interesting times has been a curse. Because, like, I feel like the world is doing my job for me. And that should be okay, except I feel like it's bad at it.
Ooh, a laser disc. The cheat's playing something on a laser disc. Everything's better on laser disc. Whatever happened to the laser disc? Laser disc.
That's the meaning of life. But yeah. I think about that a lot. I think about a lot about the fact that, like, I no longer feel like I got a handle on anything. You know, I just don't. And it oddly feels like time is getting simultaneously faster and slower. The 80s were like 30 years ago, right? But I don't feel like culturally we've gone anywhere in the last 15 years. You know, politics has changed and that shit, but like, what's the culture doing? Where's it going? That seems to be a much. The answer to that question is not satisfactory. Oh, the 90s were 30 years ago? All right, well, I mean, all right. The 80s were 40 years ago, right? You know, around 40 years ago. And it feels like not a lot of time has passed, but it feels like the last couple of decades, very little has happened in terms of like culture. Everyone got a cell phone and then everything just seemed to stop. You know, at least that's the perspective of one guy in his late 40s. What kind of music are kids listening to these days? And I'm like, old music. Because everything else is so disposable, right? I mean, there is new stuff that people are into, but most of it's based on the old stuff. It's original work. Then again, America doesn't innovate anymore. Well, America doesn't have. America's currently focused on the wrong thing for innovation. Um, we're all just focused on trying to make a living, not without reason. But that is not. It's not fertile ground for creativity. You know. You know, that's what I'd say. Yeah, actually, funny enough, Flashman, I had the exact same thought. You know, I was like, well, if I think about like who I think is doing like really interesting original shit right now, that's a departure from other things. Yeah, I was going to bring up Kendrick and Megan Thee Stallion. You know, Kendrick did a form of rap that no one had done before with To Pimp a Butterfly. Like, you could see how that he was building up to that. That he was building up to that album. You know, but that's the one where it took form. It really took form. Like, you can see how, like, things like Swimming Pools was also a bit of a departure. But it wasn't like the full-blown album that was purely him. That was like almost purely what he wanted, and almost purely his style.
Hold up. Headshot. Sit down. Stand up. Pass out. Wake up. Fade it. Fade it.
Yeah, this was the song where you were like, okay, he's doing something different.
Popular, that was my problem. I was in a dark room, loud tunes, looking to make a vow soon that I'ma get fucked up, filling up my cup. I see the crowd mood changing by the minute, and the record on repeat. Took a sip, then another sip, then somebody said to me, nigga, why you babysitting? Only 2 or 3 shots. I'ma show you how to turn it up a notch. First you get a swimming pool full of.
But when he did To Pimp a Butterfly and then Damn and everything after that, his music was no longer intended to be played on the radio. And I don't just mean like uncensored. I mean like
Sit down. Stand up. Pass out. Wake up. Fade it.
To Pimp a Butterfly and Damn are kind of like Pink Floyd's The Wall. You kind of have to listen to the whole thing.
I'm in your conscience. If you do not hear me, then you will be history, Kendrick. I know that you're nauseous right now, and I'm hoping to lead you to victory, Kendrick.
If I take another one down, I'ma drown in some poison, abusing my limit. I think that I'm feeling the vibe. I see the love in her eyes. I see the feeling of freedom is granted as soon as the.
You know, whereas Swimming Pools is like a song you could play on the radio. It's a discrete song. You know, but when he got to Pimp a Butterfly, there becomes very little difference between song and interlude. And songs have callbacks to other songs in the album.
Headshot. Sit down. Stand up. Pass out. Wake up. Fade it. Fade it.
Like, I think, honestly, the only song on To Pimp a Butterfly that you could play by itself would be King Kunta. You know, because it has a discrete beginning and ending. Most of the other songs on the album don't have that.
But I ain't stressing. True friends. One question. Bitch, where you and I was walking. Now I run the game, got the whole world talking. King Kunta, everybody wanna cut the legs off him. Kunta, black man taking no losses. Oh yeah. Bitch, where you and I was walking. Now I run the game, got the whole world talking. King Kunta, everybody wanna cut the legs off him. When you got the yams. What's the yams? The yam is the power that be. You can smell it when I'm walking down the street. Oh yes we can, oh yes we can. I can dig rapping, but a rapper with a ghost rider. What the fuck happened? Oh no.
I had no idea these lines were about Drake.
But most of y'all share bars like you got to buy the bunk in a 2-man sale. A 2-man sale. Something's in the water.
Something's in the water.
And if I got a brown nose for some gold, then I'd rather be a bum than a motherfucking bum. Oh yeah. Bitch, where you and I was walking. Now I run the game, got the whole world talking. King Kunta, got the whole world talking. King Kunta, everybody wanna cut the legs off. When you got the yams, the yam brought it out of Richard Pryor. Manipulated Bill Clinton with desires. 24/7, 365 days times 2. I was contemplating getting off stage just to go back to the hood, see my enemy and say, oh yeah, bitch, where you and I was walking. Now I run the game, got the whole world talking. King Kunta, everybody wanna cut the legs off. King Kunta, black man taking no losses. Oh yeah, bitch, where you and I was walking. Now I run the game, got the whole world talking. King Kunta, everybody wanna cut the legs off.
You goat mouth mammy fucker.
I was gonna kill a couple rappers, but they did it to themselves. Everybody's suicidal, they didn't even need my help. This shit is elementary, I'd probably go to jail if I shoot at your identity and bounce to the left. Stuck a flag in my city, everybody screaming Compton. I should probably run from here when I'm done, to be honest. And I put that on my mama and my baby boo too. 20 million walking out the court building, whoa, whoa. Oh yeah, fuck the judge, I made it past 25. And there I was, a little nappy-headed nigga with the world behind him. Life ain't shit but a fat vagina, screaming, Annie, are you okay? Annie, are you okay? Limo tinted with the gold plate, straight from the bottom. Mr. Belly of the beast, from a peasant to a prince to a motherfucking king. Oh yeah, bitch, where you and I was.
By the time you hear the next pop, the funk shall be within you.
Now I run the game, got the whole world talking. King Kunta, everybody wanna cut the
Oh,
legs off.
DNA?
Black man
Yeah.
taking no losses. Oh yeah, bitch, where you and I was walking. Now I run the game,
Yeah.
got the whole world talking.
That
King
didn't
Kunta,
become
everybody wanna cut the
obvious
legs off.
until that concert. But after that concert where they basically everyone came in, you're like, oh.
I got loyalty, got royalty inside my DNA. Cocaine quarter piece, got war and peace inside my DNA. I got power, poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA. I got hustle, though ambition, flow inside my DNA.
You know, like, I knew what DNA stood for, but I didn't get what he was talking about until that moment. I thought he was talking about dead friends. I didn't realize he was saying that me and all of my inspirations who are dead, that's my gang. Mm-hmm. Because Drake's dad was a rat. He was a rat. That's what that line is about. Snitch heritage inside your DNA. Yeah, Flashman. Yeah, you're right. Born inside the beast, my expertise checked out in second grade. When I was 9, on sale motel, we didn't have nowhere to stay. At 29, I've done so well, hit cartwheel in my estate. And I'm gon' shine like I'm supposed to, antisocial extrovert. And excellent meaning extra work. And absentness, what the fuck you hurt? And passiveness never struck my nerve. And that's a riff gonna plead this case. The reason my power's here on earth. Salute the truth and the prophecy. I got loyalty, got royalty inside my DNA.
This is why I say that hip-hop has done more damage to young African Americans than racism in recent years.
I live about my DNA. This is my heritage, all I'm inheriting. Money and power, the maker emeritus. Tell me something, you motherfuckers can't tell me nothing. I'd rather die than to listen to you. My DNA not for imitation, your DNA an abomination. This how it is when you in the matrix, dodging bullets, reaping what you're sowing, stacking up the
Drake's dad ran with the guy that American Gangster's all about.
Diamond in the ceiling, marble on the floors. Beaches out the window, peeking out the window. Baby in the pool, Godfather goes. Only Lord knows I've been going hammer, dodging paparazzi, freaking through the cameras. Eat it $4, Brock wearing sandals. Yoga on the Monday, stretching till November. Watching all the snakes, curving all the fakes. Phone never own, I don't conversate, I don't compromise.
And it is one of those things where, yeah, he just called fucking Drake's dad a snitch.
Look up in the sky, tennis on the way, tennis on the way, tennis on the way. Motherfucker, I got winners on the way. You ain't shit without a buddy on your belt. You ain't shit without a ticket on your plate. You ain't sick enough to pull it on yourself. You ain't rich enough to hit the ladder skate. Tell me when destruction gonna be my fate. Gonna be a fate. Gonna be a fate.
Oh, you're right. That was Diddy. That's right. I'm sorry. You're right. That was Diddy. I fucked up. Oh, and that just happened to be on next. Holy shit. No, Flashman's right. I got it wrong. I fucked up. Yeah, forget I said that. I was wrong. Is Jaden Smith true gangsta? No. No. No, that boy grew up in Beverly Hills. Like, Will Smith is harder than any of his kids. And I wouldn't call him gangster either. Yeah, now everyone's pretty sure Diddy's the one who got Biggie killed. Yeah. Yeah. Well, for the longest time, everyone thought that it might be a fucking... Yeah, it was either Diddy or Suge Knight. Yeah, Diddy and Suge Knight were the big actual suspects. You know, not that they did it personally, but that they had it done. You know, and most people assumed Suge Knight because, like, at the time, everybody knew about Suge Knight. I think LL Cool J's from Compton. Oakland. Hold on. No, he was New York. Okay. Yeah, LL Cool J was New York. East Coast. Oh man. What motivation would they have had? Okay, here's what you gotta understand about both Suge Knight and Diddy. Gangsters for real. Like, really real. Yeah, it was possible that Biggie knew something. Like, he knew too much. And he just got, like... And so it was like, you know, just get rid of him. With Suge, it could have been... With Suge, it would have been business related. like, Suge was violent, really violent, but he wasn't a loose cannon. Diddy's kind of a loose cannon. You know, if Suge had done it, it'd have been about business. It'd about making an example or something like that. You know, because that's the kind of guy Suge is. Like, he still runs shit from prison. I wouldn't be surprised if... No, don't chew the cord. Chew the cord, dog. Doggy. Hey, don't make me send you back to your home planet. Yeah, it also explained why I was tight with R. Kelly. Right. Yeah, kind of starts all coming together, you know. Yeah, the thing about Diddy is he'd never been really caught in the act before. Not in a way that was, like, undeniable. So, like, those in the know knew. Like, a lot of people knew, but how you couldn't prove it. You know. And then that videotape got leaked of him, like, beating the crap out of that girl. And everyone was like, whoa, we had no idea. Most people had no idea that that was going on. Oh, ODB? Dude. ODB's just nuts. You know, like... He was just nuts. I don't even know how to fucking describe him. He was just crazy. Hey. Massimo, don't start nothing, won't be nothing. You may be a dog, but that cat is original gangster. You don't want to fuck with that. Okay. Cat's like, don't fucking growl at me. You look at me wrong. You'll lose an eye. Hey, do you want to... Sounds like your owners are home. Wanna go? Wanna go? Wanna go outside? Wanna go see him? He's just looking at me. Wait, what about Cuba Gooding Jr.? Cuba Gooding was arrested for human trafficking. God damn it. God damn it. Let me check up on that. In Hood, life and early education, Jerry Maguire, established actor, personal life, charity work, legal issues. Oh, no. One human trafficking. It was sexual assault, third degree groping. I didn't know that was a charge. Sexual abuse in the third degree, meaning forcible touching. Okay, so no, it wasn't human trafficking. It was third degree sexual assault, which is groping. Like, not great, but I can. That makes more sense, you know. Still pretty bad. What makes it third degree? It wasn't forceful penetration, basically. Let's see. Sexual assault in the third degree. All right, different levels. Level 1 addresses sexual assault. This level indicates that the assailant committed an assault that was sexual in nature, but though it comprised the sexual integrity of the victim, no physical injuries were inflicted. This may include inappropriate touching, unwanted kissing, and oral, vaginal, or anal sex. On this level, the matter of consent is critical. Level 2 addresses sexual assault that causes bodily harm or involves a weapon or threats to the third party. Third degree covers aggravated assault. Okay, what does aggravated assault mean in this case? What is aggravated sexual assault? All right. Sexual assault versus aggravated sexual assault. Oh, God damn it. It's different in every state. Oh, no, wait a minute. Uh, where was this tried? Ah, fuck. Fuck. You know, basically, yeah, no idea. Basically, it could mean anything. Fuck. I hate that. I fucking hate that. I hate it when that shit happens. It's like, well, what does this mean? Well, it can mean a lot of things. Well, could you be specific? Because aggravated sounds like a pretty strong word. Well, it might be, it might not be. Motherfucker, you know. It's probably one of those things that probably one of those laws that fucks up all other laws. Ugh. God. No wonder fucking sexual assault cases are such nightmares. It's not even properly defined. But what is sexual assault, really? Oh my God. Stop. We all know what we're talking about.
Hey Trisha, Jenna Dapananian said you wanted to see me.
Ashley, Cacciadorian. You were supposed to be watching the door.
Oh, no, I know. It's just my family and I, we went to Pearl Harbor for 2 weeks, so it's kind of a thing we do every year. Didn't you get the vacation request form I submitted before
We're supposed to be watching the door.
Well, yeah, I know, but I submitted the form and I was gonna...
You were supposed to be watching the door. Ashley Cacciadorian.
Trisha, are you?
Do you know what these are, Ashley Cacciadorian? These are a little girl's arms. A little girl with dreams. With legs. With a head.
Really, Trisha?
She's a pencil. She's a swizzle stick. You can use her as a pool noodle. And now I'm holding up her arms. Arms.
Okay, but I was...
I'm holding them because you weren't watching the door.
I was at Pearl Harbor.
A girl lost her arms, Ashley Cacciadorian. A girl lost her fucking arms. Do you not know what has transpired while you were in Pearl Harbor, seeing the fucking Japanese museum? We had our own Pearl Harbor here today. Oh my God. How could you do this to us? You literally bombed us like the Japanese you are. And me, I'm Ben Affleck. And I'm Ben Affleck and I'm holding two fucking girls' arms. And you're Cuba Gooding Jr. disappointing everybody. Live with that.
Oh my God. So why his dad turned rat? Well, forget I said that because apparently I might be conflating two different things entirely. I know Alex Jones is going broke. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Massimo. Come here. Okay. We have separated the animals. I know. The gay frogman going broke. Yeah. Let's see if we can find that clip. Alex Jones cries.
I just want to fucking stop these people. They gotta be stopped. We gotta stop them.
Alex Jones, the conspiracy theorist who really doesn't like me.
Thank your lucky stars every day you're not Dave Pacman.
Maybe wise words from Alex Jones. He had a complete and total meltdown. Now, I am not about people suffering for the sake of suffering. I am not. I am about due process and consequences for your actions. And Alex Jones is going through it right now.
I'm a street justice kind of guy.
Struggling apparently financially. This absolutely brutal defamation suit against him has dropped down. He was close, I guess, to losing his show.
Dude, don't take the high road.
Alex
Just
Jones
fucking
give us a really difficult to watch meltdown, during which he.
I couldn't even sleep last night. I slept on a
real tears. I don't know.
In the future, telling the truth, but that's where we are. Thank you. Who's the next person?
All right,
I don't want to leave. I'm exhausted. I couldn't even sleep last night. I slept on the couch. I'm not complaining. I'm completely cross-eyed, crazy, exhausted. And I can't, I'm like literally here like watching a family member die, like 30 years on air, 27 years as operation, 15 years in this building. And I'm literally, when I know I leave tonight, they're going to shut us down. Maybe it's tomorrow, the next day. I just want people to know I love you. I believe in you. I believe in humanity. I believe in my grandparents. I believe in my parents. I believe in humanity. I
believe my great-granddad. I believe my great-great-great-great-granddad.
They gotta be stopped. We gotta stop them. So, at the end of the day, we're gonna beat these people. I'm not trying to be dramatic here, but it's been a hard fight. And these people hate our children. Just take more calls. Go ahead, do the next person.
You know, I actually can't tell if that's for real. It might be a sort of crisis acting, which he claims exists elsewhere.
Shut up.
I've had secret federal filings filed on me that I'm committing crimes, referred to the Justice Department, which of course wasn't true. We'd already filed it in federal court months before. They didn't even checked it. If you're going to frame somebody and lie about them to damn federal court, with the you know it's already filed in damn court, you bastard. So you. And anybody else that tries to go on your, you want war, you got it. We're going to beat these people. I'm not trying to be dramatic here, but it's been a hard fight.
Wow. This weekend,
We're gonna
Alex
beat these people. Don't forget to buy Herbalife. Oh, don't give me that. Don't give me that. Don't give me that. No. What are you doing? Go outside? Do. Are you going outside? Blah, 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 blah.
Jones went through a series of
pretty bizarre meltdowns, in part due to his enormous legal troubles. In fact, he could be legally.
Hey, even that guy, he like looks like he's like almost withdrawing from the set. Like,
I mean, how could you not?
We're kind of give me that.
I'm out of bullets. I'm out of money. It's kind of like we're here by the body of InfoWars, and it's on a respirator. And I'm telling you that, and people are like, oh, really? It's dead? Let's see it. Where is it? Oh, you're about to see it.
Apparently, he's right. We are working through his current
committing crimes, referred to the Justice Department, which of course wasn't true. We'd already filed it in federal court months before. They didn't even check it. If you're gonna frame somebody and lie about them to damn federal court, with the know it's already filed in damn court, you bastard.
Oh, look, it's that turf from the Young Turks. What? Young Turks turf.
So it is an overall problem with our justice system. I believe that local law enforcement is on an unofficial strike because they're having a little temper tantrum because people dare to want to hold them accountable for shooting and killing unarmed individuals who do not pose an imminent threat to them because they're freaking cowards and they don't want to do their jobs. So that's number one. And then on the other hand, you have people who live in like La La Land.
All right. So what's this about her being a turf? Because I'm not seeing anything.
Can I ask you a question?
It's okay.
Hey there, Twebs. I hope you're all doing well. So, I want to do a quick video because I want to try my best to give someone who is currently in the center of capital D discourse on Twitter for something she said that many have taken as akin to very turfy anti-trans rhetoric, and try to give that person the benefit of the doubt and give a response to what she said in a way that is trying to create a constructive conversation. And the reason that I want to do this is that I have very often found that Twitter is not a place where constructive conversations happen, but where conversations fall into antagonistic binaries. So when someone says something that is,
I know,
yes,
I'm
kind
so
of a little bit messed up, it ends up leading to people jogpiling on that person or yelling at that person or taking the worst possible presumption of someone's intent with that phrase. Whereas I look at what this person wrote and I can see a way in which this was written by someone who may have been misunderstanding how we talk about or think about transgender issues and talk.
I'm gonna fall. All right, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna fall asleep. She got triggered for the term birthing person. Now, that seems. Well, that seems like a lot of nothing. Sounds like something I just don't want to get into. That doesn't sound like a big deal. It's just weird. I mean, I can totally see how like a cisgender trans-friendly person would take umbrage with that. Yeah, that seems like an odd one. I thought it was going to be more pointed, like more specific. No one called her a birthing person. Sounds like right wing. Oh, maybe. Wait, Anna is on her I left the left arc? What? Okay. That's weird. So no one called her that. Yeah, I guess we'll just have to see what happens, you know? I'll be honest. When I think of turf, I think of like J.K. Rowling. I think of that horse shit. Yeah, honestly, I kind of did too there, Flashman. Like. No, maybe it's true. Maybe she, yeah, I don't know. J.K. Rowling, we know is though. She dug her heels in real tight, and kind of exposed a bunch of fucking other British authors for the same thing. And for what? And I knew. I knew. I did not ask Mike Mignola, about the Houdini inspiration behind his Frankenstein comics. I did not. Yeah, she did. She did. J.K. Rowling totally wrote like a novel where the criminal is a cross-dresser. Not a good look. Not a good look. Huh. Well, I think my brain just diffuse. Oh yeah. When it comes to J.K. Rowling, there's no debate. There's no debate. Like, she's just proved it time and time again. She doesn't even play the plausible deniability game, and it just all comes over. And over what? Over what, right? Semantics? I don't think so. At this point, the basic semantics are pretty well understood. At least I think. Maybe they aren't. I don't know. All I know is that when I deal with these topics in my way, I know what I'm talking about. But if I have to use other people's words and language and try to decode what it is they mean, I have no idea what to do. So I try to fucking just avoid the whole hornet's nest. Slay is freaking awesome. Slay is awesome. Slay is great. You should all see it. And thank you for the donation, Brian. Let's give Brian a hail Satan for the donation. Yeah. I'm starting to fade. So I should probably end it here. Well, everybody, until next time, Ave Satanas, Disco Inferno, and remember Satan and I love you all very much. You heard a rumor that one of the major writers of the Hogwarts game was a white nationalist? Oh. Yeah, I know nothing about that, but yeah, I wouldn't be entirely surprised either if that turned out to be true. Hail Satan, everybody. Good night. I'll see y'all back on